Yes, okay, cool. So let's start. Welcome everyone to the Android Study Jams conducted by Developer Student Clubs RCOEM. Myself Rishabh Rathi and I will be your facilitator for this event. So DSC RCOEM is a student community powered by Google. We comprise of developers, designers, marketers and management. This is an introductory session where we'll know about Android Study Jams, how they are beneficial to you and how to get started. So Android Study Jams. First of all, let's understand what these actually are. Android Study Jam is a program by Google to form study groups and help us learn Android all together. And what will you get from these study jams? You will get the opportunity to learn Kotlin, which is the preferred language to build Android apps. Then you will also get a certificate from Google on completion of this course. Lastly, you get all the content from Google so that you can learn all the up-to-date stuff. Now, what is Android? You all may already know it is a mobile operating system, and over 80% of all the smartphones are powered by Android. There are also several other devices such as watches, TVs, and cars that has Android in them. And it is open source and highly customizable. So you can create it according to you want, customize it. So now you may know that Android development can be done in several different languages, two of them being Java and Kotlin. So why Kotlin and why not Java? So Kotlin is 100% interoperable with Java, which means that you can use half of the code in Kotlin and half of the code in Java. They work together well. Then there is no more null pointer exceptions, which are faced a lot in Java. It has a very great IDE and support. And Kotlin is majorly used because it makes your app code faster because you need to write very less code. So the app is developed very fast as compared to writing the same app in Java. Then now where to start? Okay. So first of all, there are two tracks in this course. You can do either of the track or both of them, depending on your interest. The first track is new to programming, and the other track is for those who has prior programming experience. You don't need to have experience in Kotlin. If you have experience in any object-oriented programming language, be it Java, Python, C++, anything, you can go with prior programming experience track. Now, if you have, okay, so these are the two tracks. You can choose either one of the track, or you can also choose both the tracks and do both of them. Now, let's go to new to programming track. We'll learn what are the prerequisites and what are different units in that track. So the prerequisites are very basic computer literacy and math skills. So all of us has both of these. Now in this track, you will learn the basics of building Android app with Kotlin. Okay. It starts very basic. It starts from very basic because you don't need to have any programming experience. It will teach you in a fun and interactive way. So the course used is Android Basics in Kotlin course. There are 6 different pathways available and more are going to come very soon. So these are first 4 pathways. In the first pathway, you will learn introduction to Kotlin in 1 hour. Then there is create your first Android app. After that, you will build a basic layout. Then you will add a button to an app. After that, in 5th unit, you will learn to get user input. And in the 6th unit, a scrollable list. Okay. And this is the second track, which is prior programming experience track for those people who already have experience in any programming language. So in prerequisite, you need to have a prior programming experience in an object-oriented programming language. It can be Java, C++, Python. If you have in Kotlin, it's very good. Then you need to use familiar with how to use an IDE. I hope most of you have already used some IDE, and GitHub, the basics of GitHub. So in prior programming experience track, first of all, we'll learn the basics of Kotlin programming language, the syntax, the essentials. Then after that, we will jump to Android development. So there are 2 parts. First part is Kotlin cones. So in Kotlin cones, there are exercises defined by Google, which will help you to learn Kotlin programming language. Okay. So suppose there are some, you will learn loops, you will learn variables in Kotlin, and you will get used to the syntax by solving that exercise. Then after that, there is the main course, which is Android Kotlin fundamental course. and it has 10 pathways. Okay, so over here, what will you learn? Initially, there is Kotlin Cones. So it has a series of exercises which makes you familiar with the language. After that, we'll start with our main course. First of all, there is build your first app. We'll just learn to instantiate an app on Android Studio, a simple Hello World application in Kotlin. Then the next is interactive app. After that, we'll learn layouts. Then after layouts, there's navigation. So navigation is like multi-screen navigation. You go from login screen to your home screen. You go from home screen to some other contact screen. So yeah, you need to learn the navigation between multi-screens. Then we'll learn activity and fragment life cycles. So activity is something that you see on your Android screen. Okay, everything is an activity. So you'll learn about that, how to create those. You will also learn about databases to store your data. And then in advanced 8, 9, 10, you will learn to connect to the internet. You can connect your app to the internet, and you will learn to design for everyone. Okay, so how to design the same app for different screen sizes and stuff like that. Now, equipment needed for each student. So computer, you need to install Android Studio. So they should meet the basic system requirements that the software has. Then you need internet connection to view the workshop. And optional is Android device or USB cable. If you don't have that, you can use the emulator of Android Studio to simulate your apps. So what are the learning objectives? Okay, let's talk about what you will learn as part of this new to programming track. First and foremost, the goal is for you to build your first Android apps. To do this, you'll install Android Studio on your computer, which is an application to build Android apps. Along the way, you will be exposed to programming concepts and the Kotlin language. At the end, we will also talk about resources on how you can continue learning and building apps beyond this event. Okay, so first of all, in the chat section, please tell me how many of you have some experience with developing Android apps. It can be in Java, in Kotlin, in React Native, doesn't matter. Any experience you had developing Android app? How many of you have any experience? Okay, you can tell me in the chat section yes or no. In Java, okay, Aditya. In Java. Okay, what about others? In Java, okay. No experience, none, doesn't matter. So yeah, some of you have experience developing apps in Java and others don't have any experience. So for those who have experience developing in Java Android apps, you can start the second track, which is prior programming experience track. And for those who don't have any experience in developing Android apps, you can start with track 1, which is this track, Android Basics in Kotlin course. So we'll go through the Android Basics in Kotlin course track and we'll see. So, okay, initially this course, the first course, is made up of 2 different units, and each unit is composed of some pathways. Okay, so like first unit is made up of 4 pathways, which are introduction to Kotlin, create your first app, build a basic layout, and then fourth is add a button to an app. Similarly, second unit is made up of 2 pathways, get user input and display a scrollable list. Now you may be wondering what is a pathway. So pathway is nothing but an ordered sequence of activities. Like there will be a sequence of activities to learn a specific skill. An activity can be anything, a video, a hands-on coding tutorial, an article or a quiz. So these 4 things comprises of a pathway, and each track has a pathway to make you learn a specific skill. All these activities are meant to help you reach specific learning objectives by the end of this pathway. Also, there's a quiz at the end of each pathway to check your understanding of what you just learned. And here's what a sample quiz look like. There are no limits to the number of retries for a quiz, but if you get a question wrong, try to understand what the concept is. For that, you can also look back at the material and then answer the quiz again. After you pass the quiz, you earn a badge like this one. So badges are a good way to showcase your skills on to the resume or to showcase your skill to the recruiter as well as on social media platforms. You can share these badges on LinkedIn or Instagram anywhere, and you can depict that you know this skill. The badges you earn are saved in your developer profile. Okay, so when you sign in, every one of you will get a developer profile. All the badges you earn are going to be stored over there. So when you are taking this course, be sure to sign in and create a developer profile. It's very quick to create, and as you earn more badges, you can see them on your profile and favorite them. So okay, that's it. In a moment, I'll let you get started on the course. The course is a self-paced course. Just as we conducted our last event, 30 days of Google Cloud, that course was also self-paced, so that you can do it according to your timings. It is not compulsory that you have to do on this timing only. So you can work at your own pace. If you get stuck somewhere, you can ask me or the other facilitators who will be available. So we have a group created for that. You can ask your errors, doubts in there, and me or some other facilitator will definitely help you. So we are here to answer whatever questions you have. Okay. So, okay. Now I want you all to open the course page with this link we provided. Okay. The link is g.co/android/studyjams. Everyone open this link in your systems. After opening this link, you will get your first badge, okay, for attending Android Study Jam. So the link is, I also put the link in chat box, okay. When you will visit this link, let's okay, over here you will get, I am already signed in, but when you will sign in for the first time, you will get your first badge, okay, which is the attending Study Jam badge. You just need to save it your developer profile and create one if you don't have already. So I'll wait a couple of minutes for you all to visit this link and create your developer profile and collect your first badge. Let me know in the chats when that is done. Okay, Prabir has already done that. You just need to visit the link and you will get your first badge. Just create your profile. Okay, many of you are done with that. Cool. I'll just wait a couple of minutes more for everyone to collect their first badges. Okay, so now let's move on. You all collected your first badges, went to this link and you all got your first badges. You created your developer profile. Okay. Now let's move on. Over here, when you visited this link, you would see that there are two different courses mentioned. Okay, two different tracks. As I told you, the first one is new to programming track and the second track is prior programming experience. So for those who want to start with new to programming track, over here, you will see a blue box which tells you to start the course. Okay. So click on that and you will be taken to the pathways. Over here, you will get two different units. And for those who already have some programming experience, like suppose you have experience with Java, right? So you can start Kotlin course over here. This is the first thing. Those who have programming experience but not in Kotlin, so what they can do is they can start Kotlin cones. So Kotlin cones is a series of exercises that are designed to help you learn Kotlin. Okay. So it is also collected by Google. The complete content is by Google. So you can understand that this is very up to date. This is not anything outdated content, and this would be helpful. Okay, you will be able to learn from this. So over here, you can just do start now, and you will know over here. Look, there are several different exercises over here. First is introduction, where you are starting from simple hello world, then named arguments, default arguments. There are several exercises over here. By completing these exercises, yes, Kanak, you can do both of them, no issues. As per your interest, you can do both the tracks as well. There is no such compulsory that you have to do only one of them. Okay, so one more thing regarding the certificate, that there is no certificate available for new to programming track. If you are going to do new to programming track, you will earn badges, no doubt. They will show you on your public profile. I'll show you my public profile. Over here, you can see Google developer profile. When you visit this, you can see that badges are added over here. Okay. So for this first track, only the badges will be added. You won't receive a certificate from Google. But for the second track, whoever completes the second track, they are going to get a certificate from Google acknowledging that they attended the study jam and completed prior programming experience track from it. So over here, you can see that these are the badges that get added as you keep on completing pathways. Okay, so now let's go. I'll tell you how where the pathways for the first one. So over here, when I click start course, the course syllabus opens up. Over here, as we talked, there are 2 units available right now. The first unit is Android, Kotlin basics for Android, and the second unit is layouts. Okay, so these are the 2 units that are available right now. There are 4 earnable badges in the first unit and 2 in the second. So when you will click on this explore, suppose we need to do the task unit 1, we'll click on explore and you will see 4 different pathways open up. Okay, so these are nothing but pathways. One pathway teaches you one specific skill. So when you complete all these 4 pathways, you get all the badges. You complete one pathway, you get one badge. That is the thing. And one pathway teaches you one specific skill. Like over here, you can also see what this will teach you. It will teach you to learn to code in Kotlin. Okay, so over here, you can simply click explore. Once you click explore, 4 different activities opened up. I told you that every pathway has some activities. Okay, so these are the activities. Now there are different kinds of activities. One of them is video, other is coding. Okay, code lab. Code lab is nothing but there the code will be given and you will have to complete it. Nothing that's known as hands-on coding tutorial. Okay, and after the end of each of the pathway, you need to take a quiz. After only after you take the quiz, you will be awarded the badge. If you scored above minimum questions, you more than minimum questions are correct, then only you will get the badge. So you can see these videos. These will have content in them. Okay, so there are 2 videos in this pathway, and the third is a code lab, hands-on coding tutorial. So let's just see the UI of code lab. Over here, I'll click take code lab. So look, here you are given a series of steps, just like an algorithm that you need to do. In each code lab, in the first page, you will know that prerequisites and what you will learn. Okay, so prerequisite is nothing, you just need a web browser, we all have it. Then in what you will learn, there is how to create change, understand, and run a minimal Kotlin program that displays a message. So this would be similar to a hello world program in Kotlin. Okay. So what you need is a computer with a web browser. We all have that, and internet access. Okay. So to take a code lab, over here you have a next step. You need to click next. You need to read this content, understand it. Okay. Also, you don't need anything else to run Kotlin program on your PCs. They give you Playground by themselves. Okay. So for that, what you need to do is go on Google and search for Kotlin Playground. So this is Kotlin Playground provided by Google. You can run all your Kotlin programs over here only. You don't need to install any compiler or interpreter for running Kotlin on your system. You can run it over here. There is a run option. It opens with a basic hello world program where you just simply run the program and it prints hello world. Okay. So this is Kotlin Playground. You should know about that. You will have to use Kotlin Playground a lot when you are learning Kotlin. Okay. So over here, look, it tells you that what this program does. When we clicked on the triangle to run the program, it simply printed this line, hello world. Okay. So you can simply click on next and understand how it works. It also has some activities for you. Like suppose over here, we need to change the hello world code. We need to change to make it say happy birthday. Okay. So what we will do is over here where there is println hello world, we'll do println happy birthday. When we'll run it over here, we are getting the output as happy birthday. So here the instructions are also given the same as in 30 days of Google Cloud. There were instructions already given for the labs and you just need to perform them and understand them, learn them. Similarly, here the instructions are also given plus a complete detailed explanation that why, how does it work, and to understand the parts of the program. It explains you everything from scratch. This is just the first program in Kotlin. Okay, it just tells you, teaches you about Kotlin. As you will move ahead, there are different programs that will teach you how to learn, develop Android apps. So over here, the first pathway that we saw was about Kotlin. Over here, the second pathway is to create your first Android app. So over here, you will need to install Android Studio. There is a video which tells you about how to install it properly and what is Android Studio, what are its features, everything. Then you have to run your first Android app. So over here also, there's a code lab. Click next. Over here, look, it teaches you complete step-by-step process that where to click with screenshots. Okay, just as in 30 days of Google Cloud. So you just need to perform them and learn them, understand them, that how are they working. So this was about the UI, okay, how it works. Now, if you have any questions, you can ask me. Pranati, you can't make your profile public in this. At the end of the at the end of the event, I'll send you a Google form. You just need to attach a screenshot of your profiles in that. Okay, one more thing. To complete these tracks, the deadline is January 25. Okay, January 25th is the deadline. You have almost the complete month to do it. You can complete any one of the track or both the tracks as per your interest, but you are only going to get the certificate for the second track. If you complete only the first track, you won't receive a certificate acknowledging that. We are also going to conduct 2 more sessions in between to resolve your doubts and queries if you have any, and also learn some things simultaneously. You can choose either of the track that you feel comfortable with. If you already have some experience, you can go for the second track. If you think that you don't want to start from prior programming experience, you always can start from new to programming. It doesn't take too long to complete. The exercises are very short and precise. Okay, any other questions you may have? Okay, so you can start this event from today. You all received your first badges, I presume. You can go on the link and you can just choose a track, start doing the pathways. Okay, start doing the courses. If you are stuck somewhere, if you have some doubts, some issues, you can always contact on the group one of the facilitators, either me or anyone else from the team will always be there to help you. If you have any questions, you can ask regarding the event, regarding the exercises, anything. The deadline for the event is 25th Jan. Okay. You need to complete the track before 25th Jan. Yes, Abhiraj. I've already sent you the link in chat. I will again send it on the group. No issues. I'll send it on WhatsApp group. Yes, Sayandeep. I'll also send the link of this recording of this meet. Yes, Kanak. I'll share the entire content, the slide, the link, and the video meet recording. I'll share this entire content. You're welcome. If you have any questions regarding this event, you can ask me regarding the deadline, the process, anything. Okay, if you don't have any doubts, you can leave the meet. This was our introductory session. We are going to conduct some more sessions to resolve your doubts and learn together. Okay.